Hello, this is Svetlana again. Let's add in-game currency to the project, which players can accumulate and then spend on character upgrades. I've updated the project files in the archive. Now there's a new prop and new textures. In the Assets folder, we now have 3 subfolders: Textures, Tilesheets, and a new folder, Props. Let's start with the import. Open the File menu, go to Import, and select FBX. Open the Props folder and choose the file, named Coin. An object will appear in the center of the scene. Move it to the side. Press the S key, and with the Ctrl key held down, set the values to 0.8 for both the X and Y axis. Ignore the Z axis. Apply the scale immediately. Rename the object to Coin1. Go to the Object Properties and disable Default Spawning. Now open the Shader Editor and create a material with the same name. Change the shader to Armory PBR. Now open the folder with textures, find the file, named Coin1 Diffuse, and drag it into the shader editor. Connect it to the base color channel. The object has now transformed into a coin with value of 1. Remove the shine by adjusting the roughness slider to the maximum. Switch back to the Textures folder, locate the file named Coin1 Normal, drag it into the material, and connect it to the normal map channel. In the texture block, set the color space parameter to non-color. The coin looks better now. Now let's duplicate the coin. Place the copy nearby and rename it to Coin5. Copy the material and give it the same name, Coin5. In both texture nodes, click on Open Image and change the file paths to Coin5 Diffuse and Coin5 Normal. The block with normals needs to be switched to non-color mode again. Add a rigid body to both coins in passive mode. Change the collision shape to mesh. Now let's organize the project. It's been a while since we checked the outliner, and it's become messy. Select all the objects we'll spawn in the game. Player with spawn points, enemy, bullet, all bonus crates, and place them in a new folder. To do this, press the M key, choose New Collection, name it Props, and click OK. Let's highlight the big explosion and also place it in a new folder named VFX. Now let's go back to the money. Go to the Logic Node Editor. Coins will be scattered from the pockets of destroyed enemies, so we need a branch named Enemy Collision. Let's fix this image first because it's unclear what is where. Add a colored frame for the first chain and label it Destroy with Bullets. Add the same frame for the second chain and add the label Destroy with Explose. Now everything is clear. You can immediately see what is where. Now take the first chain, and before destroying the enemy, add a gate block. In it, we will compare the generated random value with some number. For example, the number 1. Leave the range of values for the random unchanged for now. Look at what we have. Before dying, the enemy will generate a number from 0 to 2. The maximum value is not included in the specified range. Therefore, the choice will be between 0 and 1. And if the generated number is 1, then the true channel will activate, and we'll spawn a coin. With this condition, we have a probability of getting a coin, 1 to 2. For aesthetics, let's add a green-framed condition with the label Coin1 chance. Now, retrieve the spawn object by name block and connect it immediately after the check. Specify the scene and the object's name, coin 1. We'll take the coordinates for spawning from the owner of the branch, meaning from the dying enemy. However, their centers do not coincide. If we take coordinates from all three axes, the coin will float in the air. Therefore, we need a connection of 4 blocks. GetObjectLocation will give us the enemy's coordinates. Next is the separate block. With it, we'll split the array of values into 3 separate values. Then, the vector block, where we will again assemble 3 values into one array, but this time we'll set the z-axis to 0 to place the coin on the ground. Finally, the last block is transform, in which we'll combine all transformations into one large array and connect it to the input of the transform. Let's immediately add a blue framed label to this connection and name it coin spawn location. The hand reaches to check the result, but without any checks, it's clear now that the enemy will die not with every hit, but only if a 1 is rolled. So, along with the chance of dropping a coin, the enemy gained a chance to survive a bullet hit. Let's fix this in the simplest and quickest way. Simply connect a copy of the enemy destruction blocks to the false channel. Now, regardless of the probability theory, the enemy will die again with the first hit. Let's run the game and make sure that approximately half of the killed enemies drop cash. Let's go back to the code and add a chance of a nickel dropping. Copy the condition, place it below, and power the condition from the false channel of the previous check. Connect a copy of the spawn object by name block to the true channel. Replace the object name with coin 5. Connect the same coordinates for spawning to the transform channel. Continue this chain by connecting it to the object deletion. Again, to prevent enemy survival after a hit, copy the destruction blocks and connect them to the free false channel. Let's correct the label inside the frame of the new condition to coin 5 chance. Run the game again. Everything is working. We can see 2 types of coins. Let's go back to the code and tidy up. Here at the end of this algorithm, we see the same action repeating 3 times. This part can be optimized using the merge block. Clicking on New, add 3 inputs. Connect all 3 events that lead to enemy deletion to these inputs and connect the output to the destruction. Now the enemy will be deleted in any scenario if the signal comes from any of the 3 chains. Therefore, unnecessary blocks can be removed. Let's label the main sections of the code. Now, let's adjust the probability of coin drops. Change the maximum value for the first coin to 15 and for the second coin to 30. Now, the coins will be rare, and the game will have more balance. Take care. See you soon. Goodbye.